All right. So one of the most important things when it comes to video editing is transcoding your media. And transcoding your media is important because it allows you to convert your footage into a language, if you will, that's better understood for editing by Final Cut. This, of course, allows you to edit faster because your computer has a better understanding of what it's reading and what it's writing. Now, in order to do this, what you want to do is come into Final Cut, go into your preferences, and when you open up your preferences, you're going to see that you have a few tabs. We want to go to the fourth one, which is the import tab. Now, the import tab pretty much controls what you do with your footage whenever you're bringing it into Final Cut, whether it's where to copy your files to or where you want to leave them at, what you want to transcode your media into, what you want to do with your audio files, what you want to do with tagged folders, all of that good stuff. So here you have two options. You have create optimized media and you have create proxy media. Now, optimized media is pretty much taking that footage from your camera and again converting it into ProRes 422, which is Apple's format that's ideal for editing in Final Cut. This is good because it literally creates a damn near identical version of your footage, so you're not losing any quality, you're not losing any audio, everything looks identical. It just trims the unnecessary fat, so the files necessarily aren't as big, the data isn't as hard to push back and forth, and everything looks as good. So it's a win-win. Now, proxy media, on the other hand, is a little bit different because proxy creates a version of your footage or your media that is a lower resolution. I think it's a half resolution or something like that. But it pretty much creates a lower resolution version of your footage. And that's good because if you are in a situation where you're not editing off of the ideal drive you need to be editing off of, or you may not necessarily have the best computer for editing, that's why I say this is good for anyone, whether you have a great computer or a computer that you may just be trying to be editing off of a MacBook Air or just like a regular MacBook, which are computers that aren't really ideal for video editing. That will make the process a little bit easier because, like I said, your computer's not trying to edit full resolution files while you put your story together. I know me personally, I always import in proxy because I don't need to see full resolution files as I'm editing. I just need to get the gist of what I'm looking at, put things together, and then when I'm done, I'll switch everything over from proxy back into its original resolution, and then I export it. Yeah, I want to see if I can even show what it looks like. Like if let's put this at 100%. Let's put this at 400%. Okay, so this is me I'm trying to see if there's okay, let's go right here. This is me in optimized media. This is proxy. You see, it's not even that big of a difference, to be completely honest. For the size, let me see if I can go in even more. Let's go to 400. Okay, yeah. So this is optimized. This is proxy. Optimized, proxy. So like I said, if you're editing, this is not getting in your way. You not being able to see, you know what I mean? Like, and that's zoomed in at 400%. If you're just out at, 100% or whatever fit, that's not stopping nothing you got going on. So just edit in proxy and then call it a day. Now, once you have converted your footage over into proxy, again, you want to make sure you are editing in proxy. So what you'll do is you'll come up here to the view menu and then you'll go down to media and make sure that you are in proxy, because if not, then you'll be editing on original or optimized still and you'll be defeating the whole purpose. So go to media, put your stuff in proxy, edit your whole thing, get it done, render it out. Before you export, go to view, switch it back to optimized original, export your project, call it a day. Now, in the event that you're watching this and you're like, yo, this makes a lot of sense, but I'm in the middle of a project right now and my computer is moving real slow. How do I convert it? I already got started. What you want to do is you want to come over to your browse tab, which is the window that has all of your footage. I would just click on one of the clips that you have, Command A, It'll select all of the clips in that window. Go up to File, and under Import, it says Transcode Media. Click Transcode Media. It's going to pop up these two boxes, Create Optimized Media or Create Proxy Media. Click whichever. As of right now, this has already been transcoded to proxy, so that one's grayed out. But if I wanted to do optimized media still, you can do that. Me personally, like I said, I leave my original media as is because it doesn't, like I said, it's already there. It's already going to take up space on my drive. I don't necessarily see the purpose in doing optimized media. I only do proxy, and then I leave it in proxy until I switch it back over to original and call it a day. Some people may want to do optimized media and proxy. Like I said, you may be one of those people who's just like, yo, I just want to see my footage in all of its glory throughout my whole editing process. If that's you, but you still want to have the benefit of the quicker data transfer rates, go with Create Optimized Media. There's nothing wrong with it. I personally just don't do it. I'm not trying to have all of these extra renders of files on my drives when I don't necessarily need them. That's just a lot. And then afterwards, not that my process of getting rid of this stuff takes too long, but that's just not something I'm trying to do. So I feel like if you are someone who for sure knows that you are experiencing a slow ass editing process, a slow ass computer, proxy media, offer it. This computer has 64 gigs of RAM, great processor, SSD, I edit off of SSD, and I still put my stuff in proxy. At this point, it's a habit, and again, at this point, I just want my computer to get through footage as quickly as possible. And I don't even be editing 4K stuff like that. My stuff is just 1080p, so me putting stuff in proxy is really overkill, but I still do it. And like I said, just for me, it's peace of mind. I don't have to worry about, or I don't have to wonder if the computer trying to read my footage is what's causing an issue with me. So if I ever get a pop-up that says, oh, there's frames dropping, or if I'm moving stuff around and the computer starts breathing on heavy, then I know there's something wrong. Whether my computer's been on for 2 days and I just didn't restart it, or there's something else. I may have a multicam window open or whatever it could be. I know it's not my footage. So on that note, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I will get to them. I'll probably answer them in the comments, or I'll try to answer them on the next video. If you guys have any questions about editing outside of this, leave them in the comments below, and I'll definitely answer them in the next video, or just make a whole video about whatever it is that you're saying that you need help with. So either way you go, this could be an extremely helpful process. My camera is about to die. Okay, cool.